Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. I am Apollo, the Unorthodox preacher, and today we'll be talking about creation. What is creation? I would like to give you my definition of creation, first of all. And simply it states creation is the successful transfer of a body from the spiritual to the physical. In other words, creation is a manifestation of spiritual substance. That is what I know creation as. And that is what creation is. You see, everything created, everything that was created, everything that has been made, that will be made, and that was made, was simply transformed from spiritual substance to physical substance. Nothing escapes this alchemy. You see, creation is God's hobby. You see, this is what God's nature is. Love and creation. And that's why he loves to create. So he's always creating. And he creates through his creations. You know, even a lizard has babies. A lizard creates, that's God creating through a lizard. Now talk less of man. He creates a lot through man. I mean, look at the world around us. He has created all of that through man. Now, it is simple logic to realize that as we now have come in terms with the fact that man and God are one in all, one in one, you know, then you come to realize that it is also man's responsibility to create. And whether man knows it or not, every second of his life he is creating. You see, as you live with your thoughts, through your thoughts, you create circumstances, events, realities, even objects. You create these situations through your mind, with your mind, through your thoughts. You see, because the thoughts is the vital primary creating element. So every second you're creating something, whether you like it or not. The question now is, what are you creating? Is it good or bad? You have to now control your creation powers, because every second you're thinking of something, and whatever you're thinking of, you're creating it. But what brings about the creation in physical form, because it goes through a process from thought, it goes, the consciousness comes together before it manifests in the physical. You see, but the catalyst, what hastens this creation? There are a couple catalysts. Faith is one of them, a very vital catalyst. I will speak on faith in the following chapter. Another vital catalyst is emotion. You see, and faith is an emotion. You see, but emotion plays the role of the catalyst, and it quickens or delays the reaction. You see, just as it is in chemistry. You see, because your emotions affirm or deny the reality that you're seeking. So if you seek to create a reality of abundance, and your emotions are reflecting the reality of lack, you feel like you don't have enough. You always feel like there's not enough. You have not been able to discipline yourself to the point where you can um, visualize abundance in the condition of poverty. You have not yet realized that that is the only process through which you can leave that position of poverty. So then we have arrived at the conclusion that God lives in all and God creates, so all things create, you know. But man is a primary creator, meaning he is the first creation that should be expected to create. And man has lived up to that name. But now, a lot of people do not understand the concept of creation. So a lot of people live in lack. And some people, they don't know that creation is occurring all the time. So most of the time, they let their creation lab in their mind just run through on a negative um, 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 vibe, just keep going on negative situations. And so they keep creating negative things and they keep wondering, oh God. But it's not. You see, God answers all our prayers, even the negative ones. You think you don't have negative prayers? Oh, you need to check your mind. So you think your negative prayers are backed with emotions and you expect them to be less stronger than the positive ones, that you have doubted, you doubt the positive ones. So they're obviously going to have a weaker response time. It's simple logic, spiritual logic, actually. But anyways, you are always creating. And you need to know this fact. You see, because creation is what life is about. And now what we have to do is we have to channel and understand the will of God so we know what to create. You see, it's important we know what to create equally as it is important to know how to create, you know. And it boils down to the final fact, which is the first fact, as creation is a byproduct of thought. So the primary means of creation is through thought. Let there be light. And there was light. God thought this into existence. You know, God does not have a mouth. Okay. He is consciousness. But he spoke these words mentally into the earth and they manifested. So this is the process of thinking. This is how creation comes about. I would have a creation part two, but this is just the basis of how creation really works and what creation is. A transfer of spiritual substance to physical substance is nothing more than that. I am Apollo, the Unorthodox preacher, and be sure to subscribe and make comments and leave questions. Um, thank you very much for listening, and shalom.